Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Roots in Fertility. Today, we're going to talk about the crucial aspect of your fertility journey, which is your emotional resilience. We're going to explore some practical strategies for building up emotional resilience and also healthy coping mechanisms to help you navigate the challenges that you may experience on this journey. So let's dive in. Hi, my name is Carly Schroeder. I'm a functional nutrition coach, personal trainer, yoga instructor, mom of 3 young boys. And today I want to get real with you guys so you can start to understand the emotional resilience that you might need through this journey. And I want to address the fact that for X amount of years, we might have told ourselves, I can't get pregnant, I don't want to get pregnant, don't get pregnant, don't get pregnant, don't get pregnant. And then when we embark on a journey of fertility, we expect to get pregnant right away. And when it doesn't, we start to seek out answers, we start to go see doctors, we start to get these diagnoses, maybe one that said you're infertile, but it's just not the case. So I want to discuss this topic of emotional resilience to help you cope with the ups and the downs so you can have a sense of control and an agenda and finding balance for just moving forward and redirecting the attention. So I want you to think of emotional resilience as a muscle that you can strengthen over time. And the more that you practice this resilience, the better that you become at handling stress and adversity. And so when you work consistently at it on your emotional well-being, you're going to find yourself much more equipped to face the various challenges that you could experience both on this fertility journey or during conception or while you're pregnant or when you're taking care of little minions. So fertility is on the mind. You can see why this is going to be beneficial. So we're starting with some techniques. So here are some effective coping strategies that you can start to use to manage your stress and manage your emotions. So starting with the first one is journaling. Writing your thoughts down freely can be incredibly therapeutic. When we take it from our mind and put it on the paper, the ego doesn't speak as much. We have the ability to express what you're really feeling, what you're really thinking about, and that can help bring clarity so you can move on. The second thing you could do is doing art or something creative for a form of expression, something like painting or drawing or crafting. It can all be a great way to process emotions and relieve stress. And this was something that I really dove into during my personal fertility journey and directing my attention into things that I love to do. Third one is physical activities such as exercise, and or it could just be a hobby like you like walking in nature or dancing. And being physically active can actually help twist and move and release these tensions and help boost your mood. This is one of the pieces that I bring the emotional component to my yoga when I'm teaching classes, is allowing you the ability to feel the emotions, and through twists and turns you allow with the exhale for them to release. The next one you can do is to find that supportive friend, the network, the people who you feel the most connected to, where you can start to share your experiences that you're going through. And that connection with people actually starts to alleviate stress. So reach out, build support, and if you're not sure how to do that and find it, then click on this video because there is support networks and systems for you, and I talk all about why that's so beneficial in that video. All right, so other techniques that you can start to use are simple breathing exercises like box breathing. So you can go through, you actually inhale for a 4 count, you hold at the top for a 4 count, you exhale for a 4 count, and then you hold at the bottom of a 4 count. And just within a couple of minutes of doing that, like 3 or 4 rounds, you're giving your body this vagus nerve reset. We're rechanneling, allowing ourselves to drop into that sympathetic nervous system and get out of the stressful environment. It's a little reframe that you can do anywhere, wherever you are. Another thing you can do is making a list of affirmations, using positive affirmations to take the negative mindset or the negative things that you had been telling yourself and to start to replace them with the positive. One of my favorite phrases is where the mind goes, energy flows. So let's put the mind and our energy into things that we want to see in our life. I want to pull in one of the health professionals that I work with who actually specializes in fertility and women's health. Paulina Smith is a psychotherapist, and she is going to share with you some of the benefits of finding this emotional regulation and how some of these things can actually really help you and on your fertility journey that she has used in working with hundreds of different couples on this journey.
Interesting, because what did I believe motherhood was going to be? What did I believe the ease of it, right? Like, I always thought I was going to get pregnant really quick because my mom had her children back to back. But this also kind of makes me think, and I want to ask you this, if I think that I'm going to get pregnant really soon because I have this belief my mother had her children all back and forth, A, B, C, D, and is it that infertility is genetic, or is it the belief that we're going to have the struggle? Is it, the belief, and that's why I like to pick your mind as a psychotherapist, because we're looking at how the mind actually can play in and change the normal systems of the body.
Oh, I could go with so much.
It's so much, right?
It's so much. It's so much because there's the physiology, and what you're saying, right, is that the physiology of the body can get changed based off of the power of the mind. And there's 2 ways to this, and I think we started talking about this before, but it was actually in my training for the reproductive trauma training that they're like, a lot of people feel like it's actually that they can get pregnant because they have a powerful mind. That it is the overachievers, I say the overachievers, but like the women who are really like
type
doing
A,
it,
I'm gonna get it,
right?
yeah.
That are doing it and they're getting it, and they're super badass. But the thing is when they are coming into the space and place of becoming a mother, and then it's not happening, and they're like, well, what are you talking about? I've done everything. I've done the whole checklist. I've done everything everyone's ever told me. I've done it all.
Exactly.
Why am I not getting pregnant?
Yeah.
And so what you're bringing up is such a whole other different philosophy, because I think it's super nuanced. It actually is really nuanced in the way of the relationship with our mind itself to begin with. Because are we colluding? Are we using the power of our mind from a space of ego or from a space of higher self? And how do you know the difference, right? And how do you know what life you're really, that's why I love human design, because it helps you to identify what is actually the ego mind and what is your higher self soul mind. And how are you working and utilizing it to support you, and how is it actually working against you without you realizing it, is maybe what you're bringing up right now.
Yeah. And so self-care ideas could be anything from a relaxing bath, adding in some beautiful scents like lavender to start to calm you down, adding in Epsom salt, getting some extra magnesium in the body can help with de-stress and muscle relaxation. You can do any type of self-care for yourself, like maybe that's giving yourself an avocado face mask or your own massage. Start leaning into what makes you feel good, what is you spoiling yourself. Another thing that you can start to do is start to learn how to say no. And when you set boundaries, like I'm gonna say no to that so I can practice self-care, it actually can help you manage your stress and reduce the part of you that might be feeling burnt out. So you might have to say no in order to create more space and time for yourself to develop a self-care routine. And now, the way to make anything stick is we can habit stack it. We put it next to something you already do. So I'm gonna really end my day or wrap up with a book, a bath, and a sound bath. And so I'm gonna say no to going out to an evening dinner or an evening movie with someone just because they want to go see a movie. Instead, I'm gonna say, no, this is my routine. This is what makes me feel alive. This is what gives me energy. So I'm gonna honor that space for myself. On this journey, I encourage you to also connect with the people who are going through those similar experiences, because their story will make you feel that you're not alone, because the truth is you're not. And you can find that connection, that community anywhere. Go local, find it in your neighborhood with group meetings, with social activities, get involved in a physical maybe like a volleyball or something where you can start to establish relationships. But if you're looking for that specific group who are trying to enhance their fertility, who's trying to bring in better health so they can start to prepare for parenthood, then participate in an online community. We have communityschool.com/rootsfree that is designed for that purpose that I just said. It's like-minded individuals coming together, posting, having conversations, and holding each other accountable. Like, I'm on week 1 of gut health, and I learned that my stomach acid is really low, so I'm going to start adding in apple cider vinegar to my diet. So in doing that, we have an accountability system who are trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do, which is so helpful and giving you the resource and the sense of camaraderie that is necessary for you to feel like you're fully seen, fully held, and fully heard. In conclusion, this is building emotional resilience. We are on a journey. Fertility is a journey. If you were anything like me, I was like, I'm not getting pregnant, I'm not getting pregnant, I'm not getting pregnant. And then it switched. My husband and I had the conversation. We're like, are we gonna have a baby? And we're like, yeah, let's get pregnant. And so we have to address those pieces of the mind that we might have shut off this part of ourselves because we weren't ready, and now we are. So give yourself time. That's why I call this the fertility journey. And do it with a community. Do it with a support system. Do it with other people who you can connect with. If you guys like this video, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button, because there is a lot of more information coming at you to help empower you to get your health in the best place to increase your fertility. And if you haven't done this already, type it in right now, new tab, www.skool.com/rootsfree is where you're going to get access to all this amazing content, community, live Q&As, and everything that I have to offer. So grateful for you being here today. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment. And I will see you in the next video.